That's a terrible question.
Now that you know what I mean by you want to arch, like that should be.
Yeah, but think about it. Like, first of all, the way you asked me that question, we just on the phone, right, having normal human being conversation, and out of nowhere the question is asked, "Hey, you want to arch?"
What is the? I don't know what the literary device is. What is the verb of currently arching? Like
that's
doing arching
even that's crazy. Currently arching.
Yeah.
Arching that back.
If I'm currently arching, what do I say?
Would you like to try some archery?
That still sound kind of like if a nigga say, "Hey, you want to try some archery?" I would be like, "Yo, that's a pickup line. You try to get me to arch my back, ain't it?" That's a pickup line right there. No.
But at least it's not you asking him if he wants to arch. I think that's the part that felt like that's a violation. You want to arch?
Nah. Because if a nigga asks me, "Oh, do you want to do some archery?" I'm gonna take it sexually and I'm gonna be upset like that girl, and then he gonna gaslight me. He's like, "You ain't even ask me if it was sexual."
I hate that.
You ain't
video.
even ask me if it was sexual.
I hate that video. so damn.
Have you seen that video?
I haven't.
It was a guy. He was like, "Oh, what's your favorite color?" She said, "Oh, it's this." And then he's like, "Okay, when's your birthday?" And then he's like, "Oh, it's this day." And he's like, "Okay, what did he say?" He said,
choke or slap.
Choke or spanking.
Choke or spanking.
Choking or spanking. And she said, you went from 0 to 100. This is not something that you ask on a first date. And he was like, "Oh, I understand, but you didn't even ask me if it was sexual." So he tried to gaslight her.
He was like, "See, I understand where you coming from, and I respect that. I respect that you got your boundaries and whatever, but you ain't even asked me what I meant, because I wasn't even coming at you sexually. Like, you didn't even try to figure out where I was coming from with it."
Ain't no way.
To see where I was coming from with it.
I want to know what the non-sexual choking and spanking was.
Right.
Like, that's
the domestic violence.
He was like, "You got to understand, I just like discipline."
How would you like for me to show you I love you?
I don't want no parts of that kind of love, bro.
Oh, man. That was so funny, though. Because it's like, that, it happens so often, too. So, and then when you're in the middle of being gaslit, sometimes you be like, "Am I being gaslit?" Mm-hmm. Like, and I
think you know what the feeling of gaslighting is like, because there's that moment where you want to break the fourth wall like it's a TV show. Because I think that's when you know. If you ever feel like everybody in here is in on it, and y'all are fucking kidding me right now, and you want to like look through like you're
being punked?
Like you're on the episode of The Office or some shit. You just want to look and just break the wall.
I do this thing where I just sit back like in amazement, because like ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. No. Especially me with my communication, like I be trying to nitpick and point out what things are being said, and I understand what you mean. Mm-hmm. And for you to try to make it seem like, nah, I'm like, huh.
See, you should have asked the question. You should have figured out what I meant by choking and spanking, because there's different kinds. Oh. Not everything's sexual. That's your problem. You limited.
Ain't no fucking way.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way. Can't be.
See, that's the thing. That's why you limited. You limited up here. That means you're gonna be limited in love.
Mm. Oh my God.
Mm. See, that was too deep for you.
Get out of here. See, that just pissed me off.
y'all didn't do the podcast thing. Y'all supposed to go,
No, that's the ladies' podcast with the motivation. They be like,
Yes, girl.
Have you ever thought of like podcasts is basically like when you have like online discussions and your teacher tells you have to respond to what the person says. Be like, yes, I totally agree with what you said.
I like the ad-lib responders. Like while the whole room was going, you got the one person who's like, yeah, that's it. That's
it. Take your time. Take your time.
Nah, he gone somewhere.
Let him cook.
Hey man, I ain't playing with y'all, man.